Hey, what's up? John Simons here, and I have a fitness question for you today. Actually, a fitness video. A lot of you have been asking me this one important question, which is how to get massive biceps. Okay? A lot of you have been wondering about this because, obviously I've got bigger than usual biceps, and so you want to know, how do you do this? How do you get big biceps? What is the secret, John? What is your secret? What is it that you do? And I'll tell you, it's actually really, really simple, but most people don't do this. In fact, I'll tell you this. When I go to the gym, I'm about to go to the gym in a little bit here, I will do one bicep exercise. Just one. Okay, I'll do a full body workout and I'll do one bicep exercise every day that I work out, and I only lift 3 times a week. So I only lift 3 times a week and I only do one direct bicep exercise. So, and even the exercise is not that important. But what is important is that you lift heavy weights with the biceps. That's it. Okay, most people go light on biceps, right? They go in higher rep ranges and they don't ever push to increase that weight that they're using for biceps, right? I see people doing curls with really light weights and doing very high reps, whereas they're trying to get as heavy as they can on chest, and they think because bicep is a smaller muscle that they don't need to hit it as hard and not to hit heavy weights. But I hit really, really heavy weights, and I've always hit really, really heavy weights with biceps, and that's what makes a difference. Now, I have to give you a warning here, a little bit of a caveat, which is that if you're not used to it, okay, you got to work your way up. These tendons, your bicep tendons, your tendons in your arm, can be weaker than the bicep, and you can tear. Okay, so I have to give you a warning. You got to work your way up, but you need to be constantly improving and working your way up on biceps, right? And I do a lot of I'll do the machine preacher curl, and I'll put 170, 180 pounds on there and do those preacher curls, and I'll only do 4 or 5 reps, right? I'm doing low rep stuff, right? Which again, when I see other people working out, I see them working out and doing maybe 5 or 6 reps on a bench press, right? But then they come over to biceps curls and they'll do 10 or 12 reps, and it's not as effective, right? You have to train the same way with biceps as you're training with the other other muscles. Okay, now the other thing about this is that, again, you don't have to do a lot of direct bicep work. If you're doing heavy training all around, you're going to develop your biceps. Okay, another thing that I do, I'm not directly working biceps, but I'm doing heavy weighted pull-ups. Okay, and by doing those weighted pull-ups, I'm hitting those biceps pretty darn hard as well. Okay, when I'm doing back exercises and I'm doing one arm dumbbell rows, right, I'm hitting the biceps as well. Again, I'm doing heavy weight, which is making the difference there. And so, I'm doing a full body workout, I'm hitting them frequently, and even though I'm only doing one specific bicep exercise, that's what's making the big difference there. So the big thing, like I said, there's not a huge secret. It's just make sure that you're doing heavy weights just like you train the other muscle groups, and doing it frequently enough, right? You don't have to have a huge amount of volume on biceps. You should be hitting the biceps by doing your weighted pull-ups, by doing, a lot of your back exercises should be hitting the biceps anyway. But then when you do a bicep exercise, do something good that is actually going to use the bicep, not one of these weird exercises. Do a basic, do barbell curls, do dumbbell curls, do preacher curl on the machine, right? That does really controlled and really contracts the biceps. Don't do this stupid shit where you're doing trying to work on the peaks of the biceps or all of this kind of crazy shit. Just do the basic stuff and do it heavy. And the reason why is because you're not going to be able to do all this fancy shit heavy. But if you do the basic stuff, you're going to actually be able to do it heavy. And you got to get some time to get your tendons up. It's going to feel like you can't do that weight. But, the thing about the biceps, and I'll give you this kind of little one extra bonus tip here, is that a lot of times, like on a bench, right, I stall out and I'm done, right? I need a spotter. I can't keep on going. But a lot of times I find with biceps, right, like if I'm doing preacher curls on the machine, I can get stuck here and I can will my way all the way up to get the rest of the way, and that seems to make a big difference there with biceps. So anyway, that's my tip for getting bigger biceps. Like I said, it's really, really simple, but most people don't do it. If it does or doesn't work for you, let me know. Leave a comment below. I'm always curious to get your feedback on that. And make sure to click that subscribe button below so you don't miss any videos. I'll talk to you next time. Take care.